Hey guys, Popcorn bringing you another video. And so I got to see the Lego Movie 2, the second part early. And it's really good. So let's start with, does it stand next to the original? And yes, it does. It really does. I found myself laughing non-stop for in the very start. It's awesome. I really have to appreciate how true it's stuck to its animation. It's just astonishing, because we're getting great things like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse animation, we're getting like stop motion like Isle of Dogs, and this is just another thing that stands out, and it's phenomenal. Yeah. One other thing that was a little bit of a transformation, I thought, Warner Brothers has started taking Fireza's own series and franchises, and it just makes it so much funnier. Let me tell you, it's hilarious, especially with Rex Dangervest, and just basically it's Chris Pratt. It's hilarious, and it never gets old. Is the awesome thing about it. You just keep seeing this thing, and you're never like, oh, this again, this again, this again. You're like, whoa, that's still funny. I love it. I love it so much. It's just as funny, if not funnier, I would say. It has those catchy songs, but one thing I will say, there's one song close to the beginning that Tiffany Haddish does that I didn't really enjoy personally. Like, the entire dancing and everything just, it irked me. It just was not how I would have wanted a Lego Movie song to be. But everything else is great about it with the music. It's just as catchy and all that, but not the annoying catchy. It's good. It's really just, phenomenal. I know I say phenomenal a lot. Another thing, the voice acting in this. You have freaking Chris Pratt, you have Tiffany Haddish, obviously, you have Elizabeth Banks, and surprisingly, I didn't know this going in, but Jonah Hill is in it. He's only in it for a little bit, but his voice is so recognizable, and I was like, oh, that's Jonah Hill. Charlie Day is also a voice actor, and you could barely tell it was Charlie Day. It was awesome. Good, because everything is awesome. Yeah, he's in it, and he did a really nice job. But you can really tell this is a passion role for Chris Pratt. Just every time he speaks it, you can tell he's putting full force into it. It's great. It's great. It's really, really great. Another thing, it's bright and the visuals are awesome. They do a nice thing with making it feel real, but not unrealistic at the same time. Like, you feel like you're in this universe, but you know it's fake. You know it's not real, obviously. It sounds crazy that I'm saying this now, but when you see it, you'll see what I mean. It's so cool to see how they also balanced the real world with the Lego world. It's obviously more centered around the Lego world, but it also has that real world elements like it did at the end of the original Lego Movie that really, really make it interesting. At first I was like, this is a little weird, but then you just like, after you keep seeing it over and over and over and over, it's like, I love this. It's so cool to see that happen in a movie where it can shift from it so seamlessly that I just think it should get applauded just for that to start with. It's so meta. So meta. There's a specific line towards the middle of the movie or closer to the end that Rex says, it made me think, this movie gets it. It knows what it is. And that's another thing. The scriptwriters did phenomenal with this work. It is just as witty humor as the original, and it's not afraid to take shots at itself and do some self-deprecating humor, which I love. That's my kind of humor. And it's super random, which I loved. But I think if it's not your kind of thing, it might get a little weird for you, and just like, why is that there? Why is that there? And then you may get annoyed. But that's my kind of thing, so I loved it, obviously. And then also, you get just these heartfelt moments that you just really look at and you're like, this is more than a family movie. This is a movie that should be appreciated by kids and by adults. Everyone can go and watch this and have a good time. The one other thing I will say that I didn't like, though, at first, I really didn't like Tiffany Haddish's character, which is like this queen and all that. I wasn't a big fan of her. But then slowly she grows on you. And I loved it. I know I say that a lot, but this movie is something really, really unique. Just like the 2014 Lego movie that I think everyone should see. It's got the heart, it's got the humor, and it has the visuals. The only major issues were a few of the songs, and at first I didn't like Tiffany Haddish's characters. Everything else doesn't get old. It is a timeless movie, except for a few jokes. Yeah. As you saw in the trailer, there's some things in there that will be dated in the future. But other than that, it is a very timeless movie that I think will be something people look back on when they're like, oh, what's a classic film of 2019? And I think genuinely Lego Movie 2 could be one, because it has that thing that makes something a classic, and that is, it knows what it is, it has a sense of what it is, it takes a common theme like growing up and completely transforms it to a new level that not many other films. It's fun. It's a great movie to watch, and I couldn't wipe my smile off my face the entire time watching it, and everyone in the theater was laughing. So I know I'm not the only one who found it hilarious, because adults were dying at this movie, kids were dying at this movie. It was hilarious. It was easily one of the funniest films to come in recent years. It's already got me thinking of next Oscars, and if this movie doesn't get nominated, something's up. And it's just another level of filmmaking, in my opinion. It just transforms the medium to a new level of what the Lego Movie can be, and toys can actually be good movies. Wow, I actually said that. Toys can make a good movie. But yeah, I have to say, if I was gonna rate this movie, I would give it a straight 9. Just because it has everything I wanted. And my only issues were major was that one song that still irks me, and just not at first enjoying the characters and some outdated jokes that would prevent it from being a 10, but it's a phenomenal movie that I think all of you guys should see. So that's my take on it, and I want to ask you guys, are you guys excited to see this movie? Or if you have, do we have the same opinion, or do you have a different one? And I want to hear it. Put it down below if you want. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video.